I'm Julia White and I'm the editor-in-chief of Wavzine. What that means is I help all of the writers to develop their articles, I edit them, and then I format them on the website. I also write my own articles. Wavzine is a collaboration primarily of students in San Luis Obispo that works to uplift local artists, so that includes bands, analog artists, clothing designers, and we also, part of that is uplifting our own art. So what that looks like for me is the articles, like I mentioned, which are often interviews of local artists in SLO, and other creative projects such as Soundcheck, which is like our little newsletter of sorts.
I think Wavzine is a really cool community here in SLO. Not only does Wave produce zines, they also have different events that involve the community and highlight like artists, which I think is a really cool space for people in SLO.
I have two favorite articles that I've written for Wavzine. The first was my first article ever, and it was for Solis Studios, which is the project of an architecture student at Cal Poly named Liam Kelly. I got to interview him, and it was just so much fun to like synthesize my own commentary with his quotes, and I really admire his work, so that was super fun. And my second favorite article was called I Hate Amtrak, and it was about a band in SLO called Amtrak, and there's some friends of mine, and they're very silly people and wanted it to be sort of like a fake hate article. I had so much fun with that. My favorite Wavzine event that we've had was our most recent zine release for Zine 9, Going for Seconds. We had it at Bread Bike, and there was just so many fun activities. What inspires me to write is how generative the process of writing is. I think a lot of people get in their head and they think that they have to have everything thought out, have all of the words in their head before they're on the paper, but every single time that you sit down to write, you never know what sentence is going to come next. In the future, I do want to continue writing, but I would rather make my career out of editing and reading. I want to be a literary agent, which means I represent authors for publishing companies and work with them throughout their careers to continuously get their pieces published. And then I believe that I will continue to write, but maybe not in such a monetized format, and keep that as my passion. Being part of Wavzine for me means that I have a creative outlet that holds me accountable. I've always written my whole life, but it can be hard in the midst of life and all of the stuff going on with school to make the time to creatively write, so that's why I love being in Wavzine.